It's the NFL offseason, so it is officially list season and ranking season, and everyone's trying to get in the hashtag content game, which is great because our hashtag content is just berating the rankings and lists of other people who put in a lot of hard work. It's great. At least we admit it. It is what it is. Boom. So Pete Prisco, polarizing Pete Prisco, CBS Sports. I like Pete. I think he's funny. I think that he has some outlandish takes, but I like that he stands behind them. But you know him. He's the diminutive writer at CBS Sports. Old man, get off my yard, that whole thing. And yeah, I'm not going to pick on a guy because of his height, because I'm only like 5'8" myself. But the Browns reporter here in this photo is 5'10". Yeah, Pete Prisco is looking like one of the guys from AC/DC. Right. So he did a top 100 NFL players list of 2020. So with any list like this, A, let's go through the rankings as a whole. B, let's talk about why the Vikings players are too low. So let's do that. So first off, what should we do first? Well, let's do the top 10. We'll point out where the Vikings are. They're not in the top 10, which for the list. And then we'll just go through there. So Pat Mahomes 1, pretty easy. Aaron Donald 2. Respect, even though Aaron Donald still firmly in his prime, starting to get up there a little bit, but there is no better penetrating defensive interior player in the league. Russ 3, respect. 4, Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is kind of a biatch. He really is. And I can put up big numbers if I get 180 targets a season too. Ooh, look at me, I'm Michael Thomas. Wanker. 5, McCaffrey. Meh. Stephon Gilmore 6, yes. Lamar Jackson, yes. Chandler Jones for sure. Khalil Mack, no. Aaron Rodgers, no. Like, has Pete Prisco seen Aaron Rodgers, or is the TV above 3 feet tall? I don't know. Well, what is happening? Like, you're telling me that the corpse of Aaron Rodgers, who, if you check the smell test, like, you will have to cover him up with lye to just completely get rid of that smell, because I'm pretty sure that Aaron Rodgers deceased when he walked into a bar 3 years ago. I think that really did happen. Because whatever that number 12 is out there, it ain't vintage Aaron Rodgers. It just is not. So him at 10, no. And Khalil Mack at 9, like, when Khalil Mack actually wants to play, for sure, he's phenomenal. But does he bring it? Does he really bring the stank every single down? No. You saw week 17 when Oli Udoh was like, Khalil Mack's like, going through the motions, whatever. Oli Udoh, bam. Face pancake. Chandler Jones, respect. I think Chandler Jones, just because he plays in Arizona, sort of out of sight, out of mind, doesn't get the respect he deserves. But Chandler Jones, to me, is one of the best edge rushers in the league. But you know, where's Danielle Hunter? Where's Danielle Hunter? You should say. So let's look that up. Search Vikings. So 25. I mean, the disrespect is real up in this mother father. So he's behind Nick Bosa, who Nick Bosa had a fine rookie year, but really only made his bones because he got to play Riley Reef in the division round. Like, that really is it. But so you got Danielle Hunter behind a one-year wonder. Disrespect is real. Von Miller, respect for sure, up there. But other edge rushers, TJ Watt. Okay, sure. I mean, yes, respect. Joey Bosa, sure. Cameron Jordan, sure. But as I say, sure, I would not put any of them above Danielle Hunter. Like, frankly, I think Danielle Hunter and Khalil Mack should be swapping spots. So it should be 9 and 25 Yankee swap. So that would be pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next up, where's the next Viking? All right, so Harrison Smith at 37, which if he's behind Earl Thomas, I'm going to flip a tit. So Honey Badger, yes, respect. Oh, man, if only I had read this list first. Actually, all right, fine, let me just look. Where's Earl? Really? Thomas. Michael Thomas. Julio Thomas. Earl Thomas isn't on this list? Okay, then. I respect that. That is good. Let me guess. Eric Weddle's probably still on this list, even though he retired. Probably not, but... Vikings, back to Vikings. So, yeah, Harrison Smith up here. List him as free safety. No, Anthony Harris is the free safety, but I understand. So Harrison there. I mean, behind Honey Badger, what I would probably still put Harrison a touch above Honey Badger, even though I love and respect what Matthew does. Other than that, I think those are the highest ranked safeties. And again, if only I had done some prep, but. Yeah, no. If you're just watching this channel for the first time, I mean, get used to it. Next up, So Dalvin at 44. So Dalvin 44. Where's the rest of the running backs? So Dalvin 44, Kamara at 40. No. Saquon at 35. Sure. Let's see what else here. Because he had McCaffrey up there at 9. Zeke 17. Okay, so he's got Dalvin as the 5th running back, which I don't necessarily agree with Dalvin being behind. I mean, Saquon's fine, but behind Kamara, no. I think that's a little bit disrespectful for Dalvin. Let's see next up. All right, so Kendrick's at 61, where is a little bit low. Although I feel like he is starting to get the respect that he deserves. Like he's certainly nationwide. He isn't on the respect level of Bobby Wagner yet, even though Bobby Wagner respect's starting to get a little bit long in the tooth. Luke Kuechly retired. But frankly, I think that Eric Kendricks could ascend to the level that Wagner had at his peak value, that Luke Kuechly had at his peak value. But I mean, just the national media just refused to be like, oh, hey, that guy in purple. Hey, that guy number 54. Hey, that true 3-down linebacker who's good against the run, is one of the best coverage linebackers in the league. Yeah, he's pretty good. There. So, yeah, I think overall that's still pretty low for Kendricks. Next up, so Kirk Cousins, 86. I mean, it is what it is. All right, so where are the other quarterbacks? All right, like, who's he above? So Matt Ryan, 70. Matt Ryan certainly has lost a little something off his fastball. Deshaun Watson, 62. It's a little bit low for me. But so it goes Deshaun, it goes Matt Ryan, it goes Kirky, and then who's next up? No other quarterback. So above Carson Wentz, yes. Above Big Ben, yes. So I would go that route. Yeah, so I feel like that's rather astute for Captain Kirky there. So let's see, what's next? Oh, Stephon Diggs at 91. Or I feel like that's low for Diggs. Yeah, he isn't even a Viking anymore, but I think that's relatively low for Diggs. I would put him in the 80s. Like I would probably, well, maybe not above Amari. All right, so that's astute for Diggs. That's perfectly fine. But also, you will notice, and I think it's just because that he was injured last season, but no Adam Thielen on this list or in the honorable mentions list. He does have Anthony Harris listed in the just missed category, so a respect there. Also, didn't make the list. Devin McCourty's always been good. Minka, for sure, has always been a stud. So, I mean, overall, the rankings, I can't really complain about the Vikings, except for the disrespect for Danielle Hunter and Harrison Smith. I mean, the rest of it, it's understandable, right? But I do think that the blatant disrespect and disregard for Danielle Hunter is up there as well, because who is consistently leading the league in pressures? Danielle Hunter. Who's great against the run? Who is the edge rusher who is not so selfish that he's like, hey, I'm a team player. I'm going to play the run. That's what I did at LSU. That's why I only had 4.5 sacks in college, because I was asked to play the Leo in the 4-3 under. That's what I was due. So I'm always good against the run. And I can rush the passer too. Woo! So when he sets the single season sack record this year, Danielle, at 23.5, and he's still going to end up behind Khalil Mack on this list. Khalil Mack will free skate his way to like 4 sacks in the season and just like, whatever, I'm done. Yeah, and I'm surprised that Clay Matthews isn't on this list. I mean, just get out of here. But, I mean, overall, the top 10, I mean, Drew Brees still up there at 11, even though it's 75 years old. Julio still doing the damn thing. Quentin Nelson, I like that interior offensive lineman is making an appearance. Zeke, Kittle for sure up there. Brady, yeah. Kelsey, sure. Grady Jarrett, I think, is extremely underrated. Ryan Ramczyk, the pride of Winona State University, go look that one up. He went there for like a week. Yeah, he's up there too. But again, the Nick Bosa over Danielle. No, I mean, that is blatant disrespect. Ronnie Stanley, for sure. Jalen Ramsey. Zadarius Smith. Zadarius Smith is only on this list because he got to play Riley Reef 3 times. Oh, no, twice. Yeah, well, it seemed like 3 times because he had like 4 sacks in the Sunday night game. Yeah. Chris Godwin, I think, is extremely underrated. Is Godwin above Mike Evans? Because he should be. Yeah, Mike Evans, 45. Yeah, I think Godwin has surpassed and overtaken Mike Evans in terms of being the best wide receiver there in Tampa. And I think he'll really blow up this year. Well, they're both 2 and 3, respectively, behind Tyler Johnson, who's going to be number 1. But, it is what it is. I also think it's smart that J.J. Watt is relatively low on this list. He certainly is not peak J.J. Watt, but it still is pretty damn good. Lane Johnson up there, respect. Brian O'Neill better make this damn list next year. That's all I'm saying. Otherwise, we'll burn Utica to the ground. Mitchell Schwartz, sure. Jamal Adams. Oh, why do the Jets just want to get rid of Jamal Adams? That's what I want to know. It's just completely and blatantly stupid. Yeah, Dalvin up there. Dak. I think that's actually a little bit high. Where, given my druthers, not talking long term because Dak is significantly younger than Kirk, but for one season, I would take Kirk over Dak, and it's not particularly close. Like I think Dak gets propped up because of the prestige of playing for America's team, as well as being surrounded by the best offensive line in football and a great accessory of weapons, plus Jason Witten. So I think that's it. Yeah. Davante Adams. I mean, this is a travesty. Davante Adams is not as good as Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs and Justin Jefferson. So this list is completely null and void now. Yeah, but you can check out the rest of the list at CBS Sports. Our main beef is Aaron Rodgers is way too high. That's skating by in reputation. Daniil Hunter way too low. Harrison Smith way too low. Adam Thielen not even in the honorable mentions list. That's a travesty as well. Plus, I mean, Dalvin relatively low. Kirk pretty astute, but other than that, which is honestly the nicest thing you can say about rankings. I mean, because we've done our own rankings, and I feel like it is a monster win when people be like, they're all right. So big respect to Pete Prisco over at CBS Sports. But your thoughts and our thoughts of his thoughts, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Follow us on the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.